Hi folks, I'm Jason and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Hello folks, Friday morning. I'm just in Costa having a coffee. It's not bad outside actually. They give out 60% rain, but it's beautiful. I'll be honest, it's blue sky, it's not very cold. We're just down here to be honest, get some fresh air because we haven't been out much for the last 7 to 10 days. I just realised something, my app went level. It still isn't, but never mind. We're not doing a lot today. It's mainly about the shopping and just getting out for a little bit really. Like I said, the weather isn't too bad. I don't know if you're watching any films later. I started properly reading my biography last night of Jimmy Case, a Liverpool footballer. That's funny, that's hilarious, and there's a certain quote which I will read later on that's absolutely hilarious, and it's had me laughing most of last night, but I can't do it at the moment because I'm in Costa and I don't want to offend anybody, so I'll read it out later for you. I read it to Deb last night and even she cracked up laughing. It's something Bill Shankly came out with, and as people know, he came out with some Brahmas, so I'll read that later. I'm not really going to buy anything today because there's not really much we need. We need a little bit of shopping, which is why we're down here, but mainly we got out just to the fresh air. Hope you're all well on this Friday morning and doing interesting stuff. Shout out to my mate Stephen Cook. Hope he had a great day yesterday because he had a lot planned. Very, very social yesterday. I think he was going to see Omid Jarley last night, I'm not sure, or something on tally. I can't remember. I think he said he was going to a concert actually, and he was looking forward to it. Hope he had a fantastic time anyway. But like I said, I'm not doing a lot more for today. When I get back, hopefully I might have some post and stuff. I still haven't heard off any of them 2 companies that I put in the complaints about, so I'm still waiting to hear off them. And I'll do another video later. You all take care for now. Evening folks, it's Friday evening. Had a busy day today, been out most of the day doing shopping. So I'm a little bit tired. It won't be a big video tonight, I'm afraid. As you can see, like I say, we went to Costa first and then did all of town. There wasn't a lot happening in town, to be perfectly honest with you. Did have a really nice taxi driver actually coming back. He could see Deb was struggling because we had 3 big bags full, and he helped her into the car and helped her. Once we got here, he also took the bags out of the car and brought them to the door for us, and he even came round to my side of the car and opened the door for me, which was really something we weren't expecting from a taxi driver. Normally, we've had them before where they don't even bother getting out of the car to help Deb with the shopping, so that was nice. That's C cabs, pretty good they are. The only mess up they occasionally do is sometimes I'll order a saloon because I can't get in a black cab, and the problem I have is they always send a black cab. They've stopped doing it lately, especially today. I mean, the other day they did it. Not the other day, the other week, sorry. The other week they did it. The other week they did exactly that. They actually sent me a black cab. I haven't had any post or anything today. The town centre, we're supposed to have had a lot of rain, but when we were down there, we didn't have 1 drop of rain. It's been really, really nice. It's been blue sky, and it's been quite warm, actually. It's been about 3 or 4 degrees, which for this time of year, at the moment, anyway, that's tropical. I did buy myself one thing. My iPad was playing up yesterday, and the cable's getting a bit broke, so I bought myself a new iPad cable. My CMT's playing me up quite badly. My spine is absolutely killing me, to be perfectly honest with you. Just move the camera a lot. Yeah, my spine's playing me up really, really bad. I'm just, to be honest, I'm just hoping they can find me a neurologist soon because I need to see somebody. I've already had scans on my back a few years back, and they did scans and they said there was absolutely nothing wrong. Well, I'll tell you something now. If there's nothing wrong with my back, I am absolutely amazed because the pain that it causes me and the fact that if I do any sharp movements either to one side or the other, feels like I'm being stabbed at the base of my spine. But they still say there's nothing wrong with me, so who am I to argue? I haven't seen a lot of news today. I did see that they've given up hope now for the footballer who's gone missing, unfortunately. They've given up hope for him, which is a shame, but I can understand why they've given up hope because nobody could survive that length of time in the ocean. No chance. I mean, you're talking, 96 hours or something like that, and you just can't. You're not going to survive that. There's no way you're going to survive that. No chance. The heart goes out to his family and everything, and to Cardiff City, and it must just be devastating for something like that to happen. Not got nothing planned for the weekend. Hopefully, I might get a couple of films watched. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping to get a couple more films off Netflix or something watched. We had some good prices downstairs. Um, Downstairs, what am I talking about? I'm going mad. It's all right. They had some good prices downtown. Some of the videos and some of the Blu-rays and the DVDs weren't bad. But yeah, it was just one of them days today where it was just a case of going down and getting out and getting some fresh air. You know what I mean? It hasn't been slippery underfoot, which I am so pleased about. We've joined something between me and Dad because we both like to do this every so often, colouring, and a place called Colouring Heaven, and it's a subscription service where you get a adult colouring book, not adult, but an adult colouring book every 4 weeks. Now they've got some fantastic uh, pictures with famous artists, and this month I think is what is it called? Mystic Fairies or something. My wife's mad on it, and it's by somebody called Michael Gelina, and my wife's mad on her designs anyway. But we've had before where they do anime. You know, sometimes they do manga, sometimes they do. I've got one with dragons on and all sorts. It's called Colouring Heaven. You've got to check it out. Really, it's really good. It's a good subscription service. Sorry, I'm not smiling much. Like I say, my back's in absolute pieces at the moment. The base of my spine is murdering me. But it could be a hell of a lot worse. You know, it could be a hell of a lot worse. I'm just doing a load of surveys at the moment for different companies. I took a check in the bank today, actually, and I know check's a bit foreign now, isn't it? But I took a check in, and normally when I used to take a check in on a Monday, it wouldn't be cleared till Friday, 4-day job, 4 to 5 days. They've got a new rule now, TSB. If you take it in on a Monday, it'll be done for Tuesday evening. It'll be done, all done and dusted. And it's like, whoa, man, that's incredible. I mean, I handed one in today. Now, normally, barring the weekend, it wouldn't be ready till next Thursday, but it's actually going to be ready by Tuesday. So that was pretty cool, actually. It's a new initiative, I think, that the banking's trying to do. I haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of news. I'm just on there now. I can see that Man United are beating Arsenal in the FA Cup. And other than that, it's mainly just. I think I had something earlier on. I saw something earlier on which was a bit disturbing, especially for Deb, with her being a vegetarian, and that's McDonald's. They've been found with chicken in their vegetable wraps. Well, Deb's a strict vegetarian, to be honest, and if you put chicken in anything she eats, she would literally be ill. Not very good at all. It would upset her stomach because she doesn't eat anything other than vegetables. She's even trying to go vegan at the moment. Good luck with that, because I couldn't do it. I like my chicken too much. I have cut back on a lot of things. I've cut back on a lot of red meat. I've cut back on a lot of sugars and fatty foods, and I don't have spicy foods at all. So, yeah, I don't do too bad, actually. I don't do too bad. It's been one of them weird days, like I say, because we went down Sainsbury's after we finished doing the shopping. Normally before we do Sainsbury's, we'll go upstairs and have a cup of tea and a bowl of chips, and we did today. And because of that, by the time we got in, it was 5 o'clock. And all we've had to eat tonight is a bowl of porridge oats. That's all we've had, because that's all I fancy. Just some cinnamon and raisin porridge oats. Like I said, my back's in pieces, so I don't want to do anything that's, I'm not even carrying my laptop upstairs tonight, I don't think, because normally what I do, I take my laptop upstairs with me and sit and watch me 2 Ronnie's box set, which has got me in hysterics. And one of the things I also have been doing, I told you I was reading Jimmy Case, and one of the things he put in it, this isn't meant to offend anybody, even though there's a little bit of a swear word in it. He told a story about Bill Shankly, and he came back from a tour of somewhere, and he came into the tactics room and was explaining the tactics to the players. And when he looked up, Jerry Byrne, who played for Liverpool at the time, had got a bit of a beard, and Bill Shankly said, "What's that on your chin?" And he says, "I'm growing a beard, boss." And he says, "No way." He says, "Nobody in my team's got a beard." He looks down again at the tactics, and then he looks at him and he says, "Anyway, why are you trying to cultivate something on your face that grows freely around your ass?" And I just cracked up. I just thought it was hilarious. I really did. My warped sense of humour. But when I told Deb, she laughed as well, so it must have been quite funny. But it's a real good insight, actually. It's I've got plenty of biographies to read. I had a look again in charity shops today, see if there was any new ones. I don't know what I am. I'm obsessed with biographies just lately. I just think it's good to get an insight into different, inside of life rather than just what you see on the TV. Or because obviously, if you see a footballer, you see him on the pitch, and that's all you see, isn't it? You know. And bear in mind, back in the 70s, there was no social media. There was no blog profiles or nothing like this. What you saw was what you saw. That was it. Of course, now they're bringing out biographies and stuff of these people because I don't believe somebody should bring out a biography if they've only been famous for 5 minutes. Like, some of these singers, they'll have 2 albums out and then they'll bring out the life story, and it don't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, I'm reading Jimmy Casey's now, and I think he's 65 this year. You know, and I just read, who was the last one I read? I read Eric Bristow's. He would have been 61 in April, but unfortunately passed away last year. And these have been there, done. He's got the T-shirt. They've got world titles and cups and God knows what else. When you've got somebody who's 23 and they're writing a life story, it's a sad world, really. Because in 10 years' time, they're going to do another version. And then in another 10 years' time, they're going to do another version and so on. And it's just going to keep going and going and going, Whereas if you wait until you've really achieved something, then, then do your biography. I mean, I'm not writing my biography, I'm writing my life story. And I'm adding to it each time something happens or I remember something from my childhood. I'm enjoying writing that at the moment, actually. It's amazing how when you start writing your own life story, you realise all the funny things and the horrible things that have happened throughout your life. Everything from living in where we used to live, which was basically, it was a terraced house with a toilet at the bottom, with a toilet at the bottom of the garden. These were the conditions we used to live in. And I'm only talking 70s, I'm only talking mid to late 70s. I'm not talking the 50s, which you would assume. But no, we didn't actually have an inside toilet. We had an outside one. And it didn't even have a door on it or a window. It just had a big hole in the roof where people could stand in the back and look down at you while you're on the loo, which was very disconcerting. It had no paper on the walls either. It used to be covered in spiders and mud lice, so that was nice, sitting down there. And in the winter, it was even worse because you had a candle with you, and you used to sit there and try and light this candle and try and get it to stay in while it was blowing a gale outside and it was snowing and raining and hailing and sleet. You just couldn't do much about it, really. You had no choice. So that's why when people go on about how hard they've got it nowadays, it just makes me laugh. It makes me laugh and cry at the same time because I think to myself, just because if you don't get mobile internet for 20 minutes, they go to pieces, and you're like, wow, man, try living how I used to live. Give it some of that. Now, yesterday, I talked about the knife problem in schools, and somebody from America, who I don't even know who it is, actually put BFD, which I found out now means big deal. He put, I carried a knife all the way from 3rd grade through to the end of my school days. Well, I couldn't work out what his point he was trying to make. If he's trying to make out that when he was at school he was an odd man because he carried a knife, it don't wash with me. I'm sorry. If he walked around and he had fights with fists, then I'd call him an odd man. If he walks around with a knife, to me that's cowardice. That's a coward. You walk around with a knife at school, then you are a coward. It's as simple as that. You're obviously more scared of getting thumped and not wanting to thump somebody back, so you'd rather stab them. Anyway, this guy hasn't replied to me because I just put, what is your point? Or what point are you trying to make? Because I don't get what point he's trying to make by saying I carried a knife with me when I was at school. That doesn't mean it's right that you should start letting kids have pens around school that have got a bloody serrated knife on the inside of them. I can't figure out some people. Anyway, I'm not doing any more. On that note, I am going to go because I'm going to go to bed because, as you can see, I look like I'm falling asleep anyway. And I'll do another video tomorrow. You'll take care. Should have some more interesting stuff tomorrow, actually. A couple of films or something. Half an hour. Thank you for watching my daily vlog. I hope it was informative and interesting. If you like what I'm doing, then you can subscribe to my channel by clicking there. And if you want to see exactly what I was talking about yesterday, you can look up there. Bye for now.